Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Inquiring Together. My name is Anthony Barreto, and on this channel, we look to bring science into political science, explore the interplay between advanced technology alongside a relationship to the world, whether if we can figure out for ourselves how to move forward together. This episode, we're going to look into why is it that we desire to know, and whether this desire to know is the place to begin with to ever come to the truth about any matter. This desire to know, is it not born out of there being someone who desires? Someone must be the center of desire. And who is someone? To describe or come upon who someone is, we must know about who someone is. So the desire to know is born out of what one already knows. And let's say the desire to know is to know whether a problem can be solved, an issue, contention. Whether this problem or issue or contention that we know can be known in a different light, in a different manner, in a different way that could solve for that problem. And so we could see for ourselves, especially and with such rapidness in the age of the internet. We can turn on to YouTube and we can look into any field we're interested in, whether it be physics and science. We'll hear the great minds and the great speakers speak on and analyze problems and explain their knowledge and apply their knowledge to the problems in physics. Although physics has not had any breakthroughs, let's say, significant breakthroughs for about a century. And yet the seeking of the truth, based on the desire to know, continues. We can look at law and politics. We can see the same knowings of a political ideology, a political perspective, social perspective, and the debate over knowing more about a political perspective and knowing more about the opposite's political perspectives, shortcomings. So we constantly can see the experts, the commentators, and opinionators display their knowledge and their analysis so that we can know the solution to the problem. Yet the problem only worsens economically, socially, internationally. We can look to arts and entertainment, where knowledge of a particular piece of art or entertainment the form of reviews, opinions, commentators, the industry of arts entertainment, the business of it, we find analysis, opinions, debates, all looking to find the truth of the matter and to solve for the problem of arts and entertainment and its value. We can turn to any field based on knowledge and see that this world continues on as it ever has, violent, full of fear, full of uncertainty. And so, can humans ever come to the point where we question what it means to know? Questioning together what it means to know, regardless of field, expertise, simply as humans. Perhaps as the machine gets more sophisticated, the machine can gather more knowledge, analyze knowledge, and apply knowledge. Humans can find for themselves the artificial nature of the application of knowledge, the gathering of knowledge. When the computer can display someone who knows, will tell you what they know and why they know it, and how knowing this solves for a problem. Perhaps then we can see that a solution that is contained within knowledge, contained within thought, which is born out of thought, and looks to be resolved within thought, will always be a loophole effect. That the problem of thought can be artificially represented in word, language, writing, math, video, and audio. But it can never come to be directly accessed because it is the tool to access. And so then fields need not be separate. The fundamental laws of nature, of which have been come upon, the fundamental laws of nature are, they already are. You can come upon artificial representations and symbols to describe it, but to come upon it is within oneself. Whether it be what the theory of general relativity says about the nature of knowing, whether quantum mechanics can touch upon the limitation of knowing and thought, and whether then, upon coming such limitations, a problem that's born out of thought will then not be sought to be answered through thought. part and parcel with the laws that we have set on top of the fundamental laws of nature, the local ordinances, the city ordinances, state law, federal law, international law, whether the problems that they pose, despite being offered as solutions, could ever come upon general relativity, could ever be founded more in congruency with quantum logic. Whether arts and entertainment, as it both generally relates to our experience as human beings, it is also quantum mechanical in its expression, which may carry no or a nonsensical meaning, an abstract meaning. It can mean something to someone else at a different time, the same place, or mean different things to the same person, the same time but a different place. And ultimately, the social contract of money, whether it can ever become incongruent with all three. Or in arts entertainment is the buffer for our lives to continue on, understanding, and in opting for peace and observation. As it seeks to understand what it means to understand, fundamentally. And more surface level, what it means to coexist on a daily basis. And ultimately, that the world and its conflict is never separate from oneself. So for the question to burn itself out is for the doubt to burn itself out in the world. And for the knowledge to end, the knowing of, the opinion of, is the end of the debate, the conflict in the world.